Yeah, so first off, Sarah's just a beast. So for context, she had just fought for um uh title championship, world championship. And she was defending the belt. But she had just lost. And we kind of go through that in the episode, and hearing her mentality coming back from that, like she's back to work right away, even though she lost. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. There's a bit of lag because the connection's a bit poor in the interview, but it doesn't take away from you can feel her passion in what she says. So this interview is really cool because you can feel that, yeah, this person just is a fighter, like just goes for it. So um short and sweet interview. Connection's a little poor, but um, you can feel her experience. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Man, I'm so excited. You got bruise under your eye and everything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
boxing.
yeah, I love that. I love that. So you got a fight coming up, no?
I already fought.
Oh, you already fought. Okay, how was
Yeah,
that?
didn't go our way.
No?
It was a bad. No, I got so usually this doesn't happen in boxing. I was unfortunately, I guess, bad luck on my end where I
Yeah.
got a shot on the top of my head
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
and didn't matter how to defend. Right, if I had a high guard, wouldn't have mattered. Right, when you get hit on the top of your head, your equilibrium is gone.
Yeah.
So I fall, I lose my balance, and referee ends up calling it off.
Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry, the
Oh,
connections. Let me
you're
just
freezing up. Yeah.
Yeah, let me just tr hold on one second. Let me try to switch it to my phone. One second. My data?
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, okay. One more time. Tell me about, so you got hit here.
Got hit there. I got up and I got up fast.
Yep.
And referee starts counting you to step right or left. And I ended up taking an extra stumble because I just hadn't gained my balance back. And he ended up calling it off. So a lot of the times these referees let it go, but he decided he had seen enough. So he's like, that's it, you're done. So I couldn't carry
Oh,
on.
oh,
Yeah,
that's tough.
I know.
Tough one to,
Stinks.
yeah. Oh,
Yep.
because you spent all this time preparing.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh
And then that
no.
ends up happening. So it's just like I now have to rebuild and
Yep.
just go again.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
in boxing, is it illegal to get hit on the top here, or it's
Technically, yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, because it happens so fast too, is like, a lot of people are like, oh, like that shouldn't have happened. Like that's an illegal shot, whatever. It's just like, I mean, it happens so quick though.
Mm-hmm.
Had I gained my balance back, he would have let it go. But because I had an extra stumble, it was game
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
but you know what? That's okay. That's fine. It is what it is. You
it
don't
happens.
it's okay, but then you know it's okay. Like there's nothing you can do about it. It's one of those
Nope.
ones. It's one of those ones. But that's okay. It's all good.
Yeah,
I'm sure you still got a
yeah,
lot of support and a lot of people proud of you.
tons. And that made me realize like the support that I do have because I went to the back and you had to go to the doctor and I was in the change room and it wasn't until an hour later where I showed my face and everyone was still in that venue and everyone stayed there
Oh.
and they waited for me to come out and it was just like man like I couldn't believe that everyone stuck around. It was like almost close to midnight and they all stayed till they saw me.
Oh, that's beautiful,
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
no, that's awesome. That's the stuff that's special. That's the special
Yeah.
part about like
Yeah, it was really
sport and stuff like
nice.
that. Yeah. And
Knowing that you have that support. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I was watching one of your videos actually. One of your I think one of the interviews that you did, and then you were talking about how like you had a tough go in your amateur career, but how what was really one of the things that was key throughout your amateur career was the support system, like your group,
Yeah.
like the group of people
Yeah.
that you
Your
have
core
around you.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was wondering from your perspective, like, because I feel like a lot of young people, like, it's so hard to be a teenager, I think, navigating those things. But
Yeah.
how do you like find like how do you create that group of people, and how do you identify like who's maybe beneficial for you, stuff like that. How do you create your circle, you know?
Honestly, growing up was tough, and I lost a lot of friends, especially being 15, 16, because you're choosing your sport over birthday parties and over holiday events. And some people don't understand that. But to me, I just thought anyone who truly does understand you will stick by you and will get it. And they'll
Mm.
be okay that you're sacrificing having fun for your sport. So it was just, like accepting that you are going to lose some friends, but those who are real and like your true friends will stick by your side.
No, 100%. And sometimes I think you also have to just be patient
Yeah.
as well. Like, because
Yeah.
eventually those people, it takes time, like you don't know
Yep.
who's gonna come in and out of your life and stuff like that. And did you find
Exactly.
that when you decided to get real serious about boxing, in terms of like the people around you, were you f m more so friends with like older people, like maybe your mentors, your coaches and stuff like that?
Definitely. Yeah. And even to this day now, my main friends are at my boxing gym. Like it wasn't school, it wasn't anything, but the people who are in the same sport, and my husband is my coach. Like it's like
Oh,
we're like I found a partner who
yeah.
truly understands
Yeah.
what I'm going through. So I just feel like you gravitate towards that as well,
Oh, that's so
because
cool.
you become so lonely in the sport that
Yeah.
it's like those people who get it are also doing the same thing.
Yeah, the loneliness.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a real thing. Yeah, because I
it
like,
is.
yeah, because I mean, I know, because I mean, for me, for rugby or whatever, like you travel so much,
Yeah,
and then you kind of, yeah, it's like on the pursuit. I think when you're on a mission, you don't you don't think about all of that. You don't think about culture shock. You don't think about this. You're just like, I need to go there. I need to do this because this is my
yeah,
goal.
yeah,
And then loneliness can be a byproduct of that, as well. I think that's really
yeah.
cool that your coach is your husband.
Yeah. So he started out as my coach,
Yeah.
and then the rest happened, and we were roommates, and
Uh-huh.
everyone
Uh-huh.
make jokes like, "Oh, you guys are practically together," and I was like, "Oh my God, ew, that's my coach." Like,
Yeah.
no. And
Yeah.
then I was like, "Shoot, like he is my best friend. Like we
Yeah.
do everything together." And 10 years later, we're married and
Mm.
no kids yet, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's going well.
That's awesome. So can you, because I also think a lot of young athletes, and I see this a lot with my teammates too, like when you're an athlete or you're in a specific field or you're like a high performer or whatever you want to call it, like when you have a certain way of life and you have goals, and you have certain standards, your partner is so important. Um,
Yeah.
and that can actually, like, trying to be the best while having a relationship can be either really difficult to manage or it can be, I
Yeah.
think, really great depending on the partner that you're with. Can you kind of
Yeah.
like dive into that just a little bit? You don't have to get too personal, but I think just the management or like, again, like that's a topic I
Yeah. And it's
think.
all like communication. And for us, it's like what's most important to us right now. And both of us have said boxing. So, like, boxing comes first, and then our relationship is second. And just knowing that, at the gym, when he's being critical of me, it's because he's trying to further me. It's not because he's trying to be mean. And sometimes it's hard for me to separate the two when I come home and I'm all angry. And it's just
Yeah.
like, no, this is what I've asked for. I'm trying to be the best I can possibly be, and he's going to get me there, and he's gotten me there so far. So just understand that it's just boxing.
Mm.
It's just communicating that.
And that's love
Yeah.
though. That's like real love, I love that. That makes me so happy. That makes me happy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because I see a lot of my teammates they struggle with that. Even like, you see them on TV playing on the
Yeah.
international stage, but then, behind the scenes they might not have the best
It's tough.
support
Yeah.
and it makes you kind of sad a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
There you go.
I'm glad that you have that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, can you explain to me, like, I asked a boxer um last week what's his view, like what the fighter mentality is, but I want to know from your perspective, like what's the fighter mentality from your perspective?
I mean, for me, it's like setting a goal and then doing absolutely everything to reach that goal. So in my amateur days, it was I wanted to get on the Canadian national team, and it wasn't one straight line for me to get there. It was failing 3 times in a row
Mm,
at the nationals, in the finals by split decision, being so close, not getting there. So close, not getting in there. So close, not getting there. And just keeping my head straight on just like not letting that discourage me. It's like, you know what? It's not going to happen the first, second, third time. But if you keep at it, if you stay consistent, you will eventually get there.
mm,
And it's just having these small goals that for me, like, it's getting to them. And now this fight I had just lost, and it's like, okay, how do I rebuild and how do I get that back? Because right now, that's all that's on my mind is
mm,
how do I get there again?
mm,
And
mm.
I will not rest until I get there.
I love that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and how about your relationship with pain? What's your relationship with pain like?
You know, like physical pain.
Both, any. And I know that's
Um,
broad. I know that's broad because there's also time, place, occasion, and the type, but
well, boxing I find is a coping mechanism for me for especially like when you are going through tough things, tough times in life where it's like personal or whatever, like with your relationship, or if it's a loss of a family member. I find that boxing just like helps mend things for me. So it's just uh, a rehab for me. So
mm,
it's not it as hard as it is, it's fun for me. And yeah, I just lost, like, but it hasn't discouraged me in any way. It's like I'll get it back. So what? Like I
yeah.
love this sport so much. It's like
Sorry, can you repeat just the end part? You love this sport so much? My bad.
I love the sport so much that whether I win or lose, it's like it's not even about that. It's just like I just love boxing so much that like nothing's gonna stop me from doing it, not
Right.
even losing.
Right. That's so cool. And do you think that love for your sport, like obviously something attracted you to boxing, but do you think that love for your sport sort of evolved into something else or something stronger?
It was just these little goals, and it was just showing myself that I can, like, if I keep at it, that
Mm,
I could get there. It's just like doing anything in life. Like if
mm,
you are persistent, like you can get there.
mm,
So it's just neat to see, like, you can fail a million times over, but it's always about getting back up. Like
yeah.
Michael Jordan could say, like, I fell down, whatever, so get up eight.
For sure.
I
Um,
missed like 1,000 shots over and over again, but like just yeah,
yeah, 100%. You just keep, because eventually, logically, like the feelings associated with missing suck, but
yeah,
eventually, like it will get there, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Um, so what's the difference between, because you're title champion. So what's the difference between like the mentality between how do I word this? Fight like defending the belt versus trying to go get that belt. Is there a mentality difference or not really?
Well, so first I had to go win it. So I
Yeah.
did back last year, April of 2024.
Hmm.
So I'm not the champ. Champions coming in. I'm a challenger, and I'm trying to prove on why I am the best in the world. And so I beat a girl who hadn't been beaten in 8 years. So I do that. Then a couple months later, I have to go defend it. And that's really hard because right now you're the champ. It's like, I don't want to lose that title. So I managed to do that. Then I did that again in March where I defended it again.
Mm.
And just last Saturday, my title was on the line along with the other girl that I was trying to get from her. And that's when I lost. And now it's like, you know, I made such bold statements and all I had to do was back it up and I didn't get to do that. So now
Mm.
it's like, how do I rebuild and get back to that? Because I truly still think that I am the best, but it's just taking me a little bit longer. I've now crossed the bump on the road and it wasn't just one straight year when these now I have to rebuild. And honestly, like for me, you make your own pressure and
Mm.
I like this kind of challenge. This is what I live for. I don't want no easy path and it hasn't ever been easy. When you look at my amateur background, same sort of deal. Never has been easy for Sarah. So this is just the norm for me now.
Right, 100%. And I feel that from you. Like I feel the drive, I feel the experience. And that's why like I wanted to take the time to interview you
Yeah.
because I
This
feel
is
it.
just the way the story is meant to go.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And can you
It would have been too much of a fairy tale ending
Yeah.
had I won, right? It's just like that's not Sarah. It's never been Sarah.
Yeah.
So
And it's something you can kind of
yeah,
uh have pride, not necessarily pride in, but you can have a lot of honor in that as well.
yeah.
I think that's really cool because like you kind of want a textured career and a textured life. Like that's way cooler than picture perfect, I think.
Makes for a better story.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. As much as I would have wanted that, and everyone wants that, and my team wanted that, it's just
Mhm.
like, well, what else can Sarah do? It's just
Yeah.
like she'll come back from this
No, 100%, no doubt.
because that's
Um,
what she does.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
100% your fighter, bro.
It's just what I do. Yeah.
Um, how about can you elaborate a little bit on um you making your own pressure? What do you mean by that?
Sorry, you're freezing up.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on you saying how you believe that we create our own pressure?
I mean, I've literally chosen to put myself in all these situations. So I could have had an easy defense and I could have held my world title for years to come and avoided people. And I literally went force through, I wanted to go through the fire and be like, no, like throw me in the lion's den because that's what I like. I love thriving under pressure and this time around it didn't work out for me, but now I want to show why you can come back from this because I
Mm,
can just easily give it up and I've already been a world champ and I've done it a lot in this sport and I can hang it up right now and be okay with it, but that's just not who I am and I just until I get there.
yeah, for sure. No, I think that's so cool because I think that's really admirable. And like as I become a veteran in rugby, that's something that I think about too. There's a little bit of a difference between climbing a ladder versus like maintaining what you've established. And
Yeah.
yeah, and you want to prove that yeah, I am this is what I am. This is, I sit on this throne because, I can still do it or like so I think I
Yeah.
can
This
resonate.
is what I stand for.
Yes, yeah. Is there
Yeah.
um last thing, like, is there anything that like you wish you were asked, or topics that are really you're passionate about, or something on your mind, or anything like at all?
Honestly, you touched on everything and like I learned quite a lot this past weekend that, if you want it for greatness, like this is the risk. There are risks and I haven't played it safe my entire career and I'm not going to start playing it safe now and it's just this is how you build a legacy and
Mm.
all the greats have fallen. So I'm no different and I'm looking forward to motivating people and showing fall, you do get back up and you can climb the ladder again and get to that top position again.
Hmm.
And there's nothing to be ashamed of it.
Yeah, no, 100. No, there's nothing to be ashamed of. I think that's really, no, I think your mentality is how it's supposed to be. And it's
Yeah.
refreshing. Like for me, it's like 7 a.m. right now, and that's really that's really I like hearing that in the morning. Like I like that a lot. I'm just gonna hit stop, but don't go anywhere.